Tell me about it, Stir.
With a rubber hose, stuff it in your mouth and down your throat, up your nose or in your hiney hole. I don't care where it goes, and it don't matter if you're straight or gay. You should fuck yourself anyway.
Shazam! What are we looking at? Flask number 106. Looks like bourbon. It's been hitting me up with a lot of bourbons lately. Nothing really stands out about it. Slight perfume. Peach cobbler, dandelions, and J-Dog's hair gel. Cheers. Wow, the initial, I'm gonna see if I burn into that or not. The initial thing is that perfume like smell comes out fairly heavy in the flavors. So help me if this is. I don't understand what is now going on. Now I'm having troubles sending text messages inside of my own house. So I'm just gonna do a restart. It's set for Wi-Fi. So if it has a problem going one way, it should go the other, right? Let's see. Jeremy. Let's see. 2 comments. Let's see. Jeremy said this is on the Flask 105 before the one before. He says, a little secret, my chamber was polished for steel case ammo or brass case. Runs either. It was polished. Polished with what? Linseed oil? I mean, if you want to put a little bit of mother's polish on a rag and stick it on an end of the bore brush, the mop, and chuck it up on a drill. I've done that. I've done that for cleaning purposes, and when I was trying to get the Palmetto AR-10 to run, that was one of the things that I did quite a bit on, and I actually thought we had that solved because me and Jim went out and we shot it on a fairly cold day, which also could be an issue, you know. Cold, everything shrinks. So, where's that? Hot and everything shrinks. I mean, for me, it's cold and things just go gone. Then he says, I'd love to do Alice on paper. Heck yeah, we get an opportunity, especially if you're around. A lot of people, I remember hearing a lot of people saying, oh, AR pistols, they're like no good beyond 100 yards. Well, okay, I'll take it one step farther. My man Steve, Mule Team, pegging, I believe it was a stop sign or smaller. It might have been a 10-inch steel plate at 350 yards when we had our plates set up all the way out to the 550. It was either 3 or 350. It might have been 3 or let's just say 300. You know, just take some credit away from Steve. Repeatedly open sights on his PAP. Not a pap smear, but an actual, 7.62 by 39 AK pistol. So it's like, and I've seen some YouTubers out there set paper targets up at 300 and 350, 400, 500 yards, and AR pistol, 7.5 inch, 10.5 inch, pulling some pretty impressive groupings. So all I can say is, if somebody was mad at me, I wouldn't feel safe beyond 500 yards if they had an AR pistol. Joey, being first, says hi. And Multi-Gunman says number 1 and number 2, a double win. Then Joey says first. So Joey had time to say hi and then time to say first. Multi-Gunman says winning, and Multi-Gunman's back around again. Gunwild says second, bitches. And Multi-Gunman says well done, sir. Gunwild says back to him, I will say a simple thank you since Eric doesn't know how to say the word grazy correctly. Multi-Gunman says, or we will enroll him in kindergarten again. He must have missed the day when the subject came up. You both can eat a dick. Smile Money, wowzer, stepping up his game. Poco Local, J-Dog, here at work. Clyde, top 5, Whiskey Revolution, and Freedom for All. I haven't even been paying attention today. See, this is why in Vegas they weren't going to pay out any of the who was going to win the election until this day, because this is the actual day. I got sunspots. This is the actual day that presidents were originally sworn in, and there was the rumor going around that Trump was going to be sworn in today, and I was like, whatever. All I've heard since 2 months before, you just wait and see. Yeah, you just wait and see. Oh, on the 6th, you'll wait and see. The 8th, you're going to wait and see. The 12th, you're going to wait and see. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Evil fucking always wins. They have the fraud game down. The rest of us are supposed to be playing by the rules, and our vote was supposed to count. So I didn't even hear. I'm sure nothing happened. I mean, our troops are sleeping on in a parking garage, eating rotten food, because this is the Biden administration, not my fucking president. It was good enough for them. It should be good enough for us, right? Unless, of course, you're like Fagbook, who they're playing the little game, let's just adios people and silence them. So, we'll all get used to just being silenced, and then when you just flat out disappear, we'll just continue on with that too. I mean, as long as we're talking about conspiracy theories, one that I thought was pretty funny. I don't really see. A few things have changed. I don't know why it just did that. Oh, now I do. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to have to be more intimate today because the bulb came out of its bracket, so... Yeah, isn't that better? Or is it? Actually, before never mind. Yeah, so yesterday I had some errands to run, and we were at as Christine says, the penis store. That'd be the hardware store. Menards, who again, they just don't care about people's constitutional rights. If you don't wear a diaper in there, you're not allowed to shop in there. So they had LED lights, and I told her, I said, I have two tube lamps, one in the gun room, and then the one that was over the computer. I said, I want to change those out and get LEDs because they're a little bit brighter and they're much more efficient. And she said, "Oh, look, they're on sale. They're $5 off each, and then there's an 11% going on with Menards right now." And I'm like, "Okay." She goes, "Just grab a couple." So first I pick up the box, and I was like, "Is there even anything in here?" The box has no weight value to it at all. I get home and they're they're small. I mean, it's, it's like 5 times the length of Joey's dick wide, and it's a 4 foot light. And I'm like, okay. So I mounted it. I said mount, and plugged it in. I was like, holy shit! I'm thinking about like, ow. And LEDs aren't supposed to get warm either. Bullshit! I cooked bacon on this bitch. Probably shouldn't have my extended router's cable running across it now that I think about it. So I got one in there, and it works out okay in there because it's right over the big bench where the press is, and the humidors, and pictures of Alone with Company in his underwear. And over here, though, I mean, we're talking about a light that is 2/3 smaller than this guy, and producing twice. I don't even remember what this was even listed at. But that's listed at 10,000 lumens. I don't even have this one on. Because we had this conversation before, we felt more intimate like this. And now I'm actually getting to the point where it's like, how are you doing? I mean, it's like, holy shit. I need to put it on something where I can change it. I mean, have it straight down because the vise is right here. And normally, as you can see, I keep this nice and clean. And in case I'm doing any gun stuff. Ever noticed you can never have enough bench space? And what bench space you have, like knolls just take over and cover it? Oh, yeah, Clyde. Found that one. The other Florida one. The thing that Jules gave me had a couple of them in it, and So if I drink some more of Matt, Mr. Big Forehead, he'll just... bitch. You know what? I was thinking about just having some of the Dalwini, but I'm gonna have me a little tanker of the. I'm pretty sure with Smile Money on his game, I'm gonna end up with another shot for sure. Not to mention it's just gonna I'm gonna do a half Clyde because after all, it is a heavy hitter. And I got a couple things in the mail. I got me an envelope from Cherryville Signs, and I have no idea what this is. It feels like it might be a kidney. Clyde? Oh, that's good shit. Mule Team, speaking of Steve. Where's Pre-Dawn? Unfortunately, he had to go home. It'd be nice, me and Christine, Jeremy, and Caitlin always have a blast together. But then again, I can't say... actually, Jolson, he's an asshole. Thanks to his new girlfriend, Jolson, if you happen to let Teresa actually watch this, you are much less of an asshole with her. So you should probably keep her around a little bit more because, at least it was, No, there's so many of you guys that we constantly say this. That's why I said it'd be so awesome if somebody hit like the $zillion lottery numbers and we could build a gun town. Just to be able to, I'm sure, people eventually clash, but it's like I've just been blessed with the friends that I have made through this weird thing called YouTube. I mean, if nothing else, it was at least good for that, right? That light, I should probably put sunscreen on this side for God's sakes there. If you are looking, Menards right now, $24.95, regularly 30 something. If you're looking for some frickin' shop lights, right now there's seven or 8 lights in my garage, and if anyone has seen my garage, it is nothing more than a shed with a big front door. the Blazer fit in there if there's nothing else in there. We managed to somehow get Samantha's sports car in there 2 winters in a row and still have room for a snowblower and lawnmower and that kind of shit. But that is like, it's like when you walk through the door. And I'm anal retentive. Anal retentive people like light. I like lots of frickin' light. Anyone that's been in this basement knows that me and Johnny Watson, we put up 8 feet of these LED lights in front of the washer and dryer and the laundry tubs, and I've added more in the strip that you come down at the bottom of the stairs between me and the big beer fridge, and I like light. But oh my God, it's like if I took and went from 7 200 watt bulbs to 4 of these in my garage, I'd probably double the brightness. And in the gun room, if anyone's been in there, you know what I mean by liking my light. I have light in every single one of the bays except for this one, which has firearms that I used to own but don't anymore, stuffed up inside there. So yeah, and the thing is I honestly thought about moving this one to right here over the bench, but these lights are not only are they screwed to the ceiling. I gambled that I wasn't going to hit any wires and went right through the assemblies, but they're also linked. In other words, the power for this light comes from this light. So I could, Hey, thanks for pointing that out, Joey. I could possibly do that. I could move this one to here, and then I'd have to take both these down and flip them around so that the power was coming out the side of this one so that it would make it to this one. I could do that, and I just might, because as of right now, it's almost irritatingly bright. Sorry that you had to witness all of that. Moving on. Mike, here. Cheers, my friend. Ben N, here at work. Sorry, Ben, that is a copyrighted thing. You can't say that. Poco Loco, I have a break. Got any projectiles? I need 308, 45, 5.56, 9mm in that order. CFE 223 and small rifle primers are always good too. Here, Poco Loco. I think I'd rather give you one of my kidneys as opposed to any ammunition. I don't know where this is going. At this rate, this is stupid. I mean, again, a big thank you to Caitlin and Jeremy. Otherwise, I would have never had the, and I have that in the right order, I'm sure. I would have never had the opportunity to have as much fun as I did on Saturday. He opened up a great big ammo can, and he's like, anybody, this is it. Have at her. And like I said, I know Alice ate at least 300 rounds between me and Jeremy. I don't know if anyone else shot her, which they should have, because I personally think one of the, and again, and you know who you are, was like, why in the fuck would anybody want a rifle caliber in a pistol? And then this, and you know, in all honesty, yes, it has had some revisions, but this is actually the original handguard for it. I don't even remember who even makes it. And yes, I have a beautiful one, El Tenda, from DRG Manufacturing White Label Armory. Remember, if you use eBOMI, you get 10% off. Hey, and if you're a new subscriber, if you're a new hookup with a BattleBox and you use eBOMI, I guess they'll take 10% off people signing up for the first time. Wow, makes me hard. But yeah, this as this arrived, I still have the original handguard on here, and that's because I put John Huber, the Huber square brake on here, and the only reason that I would ever take this brake off here is to put another square brake on if he had something in particular, which I know he's come out with some shorter ones, but I've kept this handguard on here because it's a quad rail and it's square, and I just thought it worked awesome with John's brake. I thought it looked great. Everything else I have has a round. This is the only thing left with like an old school. Okay, I did challenge her. Now that was Lily, and I challenged her. I said, "Why don't you give me a call tomorrow?" Oh look, and the text failed again to Jeremy. What the? Oh, that time it worked. I just have to restart my phone all the time. I'm just going to let her know I'm going to call her back as soon as this is all over. Yeah. And of course, you know what time it is, period. I'll call you back after the brew review. Wow. Voice to text, really, just every single time there's any kind of updates, just gets worse. That wasn't even a word. Is this me, or does anybody else notice this bullshit with the voice to text? It's like it's like coming up with words that they're not even words. Okay. Something gay. Oh, I was wrong. Joe Biden, most non-essential employee 48 years in a row. This is going on the back window of my truck. And I've also got some stuff. I'm going to at least need some shipping covered, but Christine's friend Amy has the ability to start printing stuff, and she is making me Calvin pissing on the Biden logo, you know, the fraud one. I think that's the copyrighted one. And if she's able to pull this off, I told Christine, you might want to talk to her. She just invested a little bit of money in the machine to make this, and you know, maybe $1 or a couple bucks for the sticker and something to cover shipping. I don't know if you guys would be interested or not, but I'm not going to expect her to sit here and start making this shit and have it be free. But I'll show you what it looks like when I get my hands on it. Thank you, whoever sent that. That is going in the window of the truck. I mean, I guess I think I'm going to put a Trump sticker on the bumper, like I didn't through the whole thing. But it's like, you know what? Oof, I mean, I have insurance, right? See, this is like the last one. I do not know how this could qualify as bourbon because it doesn't remind me of something some guy with 2 teeth and a roll of copper wire and a log fire going could have produced. Maybe it just seems more of a whiskey. It's and it's an EY. But then again, why should I not be surprised? My life is pretty much all about being wrong. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I said it, and like psychologically, it's kind of ingrained now. But it's kind of like a dandelion. A dandelion perfume almost at the beginning, and then I'm getting a little a sweet vanilla, and just a really light oak. And what is all of this bullshit lately? Call after call, not call, text after text after text. Would you like to make $500 a week as a personal assistant? I don't know. Would you like to make $500 a week as a personal? Would you like to make $500 a week as a personal assistant? That, and I've got a water purifier company that wants to pay me $600 a week to put their logo on my vehicle. Then until they see the vehicle, I was another one from Red Bull to put their information on my vehicle. Flask 106. Sorry, I have to make it formal. I have to make sure the number signs in there. Flask 106. I am again guessing whiskey with an E. Dandelion perfume. Sweet vanilla. And light oak. And I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 5. Okay. Now we got the contractual obligations out of the way. Let's find out if there's what in the hell is in here. This is from Grand Lake Country Store in Salina, Ohio, and Eric Ebomi. So this is the at least somewhat correct. Extra large roasted salted Virginia peanuts. See if we can finally nab some information about who sent this to me. Nope. Packaged in the same facility as peanuts. Tree nuts, wheat, soy, and milk products. So, it's kind of funny when you have to put a fucking warning on peanuts that they contain peanuts. That's like this morning I was listening to the national Fox News, and it was from the United States government what was it, payroll or whatever, and they were saying some changes came. Is this like heat sealed or what am I looking at here? And it said that the new laws applied to both documented and undocumented workers. And so the Biden administration is basically endorsing illegal immigrants and wanting everyone to know that they carry the same rights as the rest of us. Isn't that just special? So you can sneak across the border. You can take an American citizen's employment away. And the Biden administration wants to guarantee that you have the same rights to your pay. Hope this isn't going to affect my peanut allergy. Those are good. A little bit more of a sodium level than the Spanish peanuts. Thank you, whoever sent those. Okay, I think some of these companies Wheel Horse Rye. This is not anything like this rye. I don't think it's anything like this rye. Usually the ryes have something more than reminding me of my grandmother's dandelion wine. It's not bad. Again, I should probably put a little something in the notes. There's some of these that I don't enjoy, just because there's so many other options. All because of you. There's so many other options, so it's kind of like, life is short, don't drink, and I wouldn't even use the word shitty. I think this would excel for me more as a mix. Okay, let's just see how we have about it. Binny's Beverage Depot has a bottle of this for $24.99. Drizzly has it for $28.98. Gilio's Liquor has it for $27.99. I can guarantee you, whatever I can find, $24.99 so far. $25 is the cheapest. And somehow I'm willing to almost bet money that NIHAP spent even less. The thing is, you just remember, I have this much. He has the rest of the bottle. And we are on Flask 106. NIHAP, I hope you have built a pretty kick-ass looking liquor or bar in your house. And I'm just gonna hit him up with a thank you. And responding back through Signal. Signal. See, this might be a NIHAP plot. Maybe I should commit to Signal instead of using my text messaging, because Signal, wham, it's off to him. I keep having to restart my phone to make a text message work from the basement. If I walk upstairs, it'll work. What is that all about? Multi-Gun Man, thanks for the beer, girl. I approve. You're welcome, my friend. Oh, I can say rock on the best, you bet. I'm going with you bet. Hermarsh. Hey, you're back. Where do you disappear to all the time? Oh, wait, I know. You're CSIS agent. I won't tell anyone. Sharky says, she makes me want to go fishing in Canada. No clue why. Then Sharky says, dumbass might commented on the comment instead on the video, so ignore this one. Clyde. What Talon grips did J-Dog pick? He picked the G19 Pros, which I had. So I gave him the G19. I have an extra set. I'll have to figure out where I put them. I have a set of Talon grips for a Walther, and I can't remember what model it is, that I don't have. They sent them to me because I wanted to put them on the SW99. The problem is the SW99 is a 45, and it is bigger than the 9 and the 40. And the grips that I have would have worked on it if it wasn't a 45. And to tell you the truth, my original one was a 40, which is what Johnny has. And he got me a 9mm. And the SW99 is a 45 ACP. And I think I just like that as it is. It is not in Eric's brain perfect for matching up with a Bond movie, which is why I fell in love with that firearm. And Scott, Mr. Holster, hates it. And I'm going to go get it right now. But I absolutely just love... I just love these guns. It's just... It has the weirdest ass trigger, and then of course the reason that Johnny wanted my my Walther is because of the European style mag release. Some people like it, some people don't. It is kind of weird that you basically reach into the the trigger well kind of to eject your magazine. But these are, to me, I like that. I like the texture, kind of a minimalist, but it still works. It has the. I don't believe I have a box for this. I think this just showed up in a vanilla envelope in my mail. The weirdest thing though is the trigger. I mean, let's just say there's a live round in here, and you're like going. It freaked you out, man. They just call it a high stress trigger. It just gets you that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the gun. That's exactly what the one that Johnny has did too. Just went to that point, and then after that, it's and in typical Walther fashion, even though this is a Smith & Wesson, they just have great triggers. And of course, it's also, you know, if you have a light primer strike, which doesn't really happen very much. And of course, it also has a decocker on it. I've carried this a few times. I would probably carry it more, but I know this is going to sound weird or stupid, or you can say what you want, but for me this is like a celebrity gun. I mean, I was obsessed with this gun when I saw the 40 cal version of it in Bond. Pierce Bunghole, his character had it, and yeah, I just think it's a gun that feels real good in your hands, and I don't know if there was a situation where a situation where you had a righteous shoot, and maybe at that very last minute, you second thought, and that stress. I mean, the thing is it's just kind of a long. I don't understand how it qualifies. You know, like a Glock, a stock Glock to me is more of a high stress trigger because it takes a fair amount of stuff to happen before stuff happens. There's, I don't know. I haven't actually put the the trigger scale on it, but I mean, and then of course, if you just want to pull straight through, you can. Nah, I've always been in love with this gun, and it's all because of it was in a movie. I don't have very many things in the collection that I can say I'm obsessed with it because it was in a movie. And some of them that I would have the most obsession, I don't even have. Christine has, like a 29. Of course, her 29 is nickel, and the real one should just be a 29 Classic and blued and have an actual Dirty Harry gun. But now, if someone came to me and said, Dirty Harry gun, you want one? Yeah, but we better be talking about the Auto Mag. The 44 Magnum Auto Mag. That, just to have one of those, that is like a holy grail gun for multiple reasons and multiple people. Oh, I'm sorry. Alice looks hungry. So, I'm in my jammies, and normally I normally carry Ed's 4006 with the piece of shit oh shit light on it in my pajamas, but today I've got Alice as the carry home gun, and I've got the 629 Classic as the go ahead make my day gun. Mike, great seeing J-Dog in the house. Cheers, boys. Clyde, you could put some of the shitty chocolate craft beer in some coconut Kahlua or Coca Pebbles. Mm-hmm. Poco Loco. I didn't do no, I know you didn't. You have an actual frame. P80. I guess the locking blocks is the Achilles heel for Glocks and the P80s. So I went with a G17 frame, Cerakoted and laser cut. I then put a billet match point locking block. Ooh, I don't know what you're talking about. You're too cool for me. Poco Loco. I've had 70 or 80 bucks sitting in Google AdSense for a few years. I'm surprised they didn't take it. Rich Huff, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Yeah, you know, I don't want to miss an opportunity to put somebody's meat in my mouth either. Still don't know who sent this shit. Little wild boar. So by the time I get upstairs and Christine goes, what do you want for dinner? Well, I'm not really hungry. I jizzed on my hand. Oh, I could read a comment, but I didn't move it far enough. Son of a bitch. Smile money. J8. Cobra got first hit. Oh, here they are right here. $7.09. And I think I gave the damn receipt to J-Dog too. I know that's for a Walther. Stay on track. Focus, Eric. J8. J8 is a hit. And that is another sunk ship. Smile money. General. I think I'm gonna have to start referring him as General Smile money. And Smile money. That was Brooke Laddie 9.3. I love you. See, Din Scourge says, yeah, but I guessed 10. That was a miss. Someone already guessed I-9. That was a miss. And he said there was only two spots, which were both sunk already, and he said 7 missed. They go diagonal or something? No. 2. Yeah. A1 and B1 was a 2 spot. Oh, I guess I would have lied. There's 3 2s. A5 and B5 was the other one, and now you just got the third and last one at J8 and 9. No, they don't go diagonal. I've tried. Din Scourge, I used to call locked and loaded. Smile money says back, well, there is alcohol involved, and Matt didn't count for him, so 3 looks like 2. I don't know. He didn't say sunk when Cobra got the hit. Then Scourge, maybe the pipe will burst when the Bloomberg's check clears and the board will get reset. Smile money. Well, his battleship navy is down to Somali pirate strength, despite people do desperate people do desperate things. Smile money. Mescal Red Mist. Nice. No. Gunwild. I have a kangaroo nutsack to J-Dog. I have a kangaroo nutsack to J-Dog. I won it in a giveaway from a guy in Australia. Oh. I thought maybe it was someone pointing out that I had something that J-Dog also won. J-Dog, I'd put coins in it. J-Dog, there. Clyde, Made from the larvae that inhabit the guava plant, worm salt is a spicy, salty condiment that comprises toasted and ground up worms, chilies, and salt, and is traditionally served with an orange slice as a complement to mezcal. Well, I've had it where you get that little bag that hangs on the outside. This is shit in it. Oh, there's no worm in this. Speaking of kangaroos, let's have some kangaroo right now. Multi-gunman. Whiskey. Why? I never looked to, this has to be an E, right? This has to be an E. Yeah, this is an E. This multi-gunman, this qualifies for you, baby. And multi-gunman, that is an interesting question that Harmarsh posed. What is it that you're doing when you disappear? I mean, now unless things have changed, I actually do know what you do for a living. In case multi-gunman, you think that I have forgotten because I forget about a lot of things, the only rebuttal that I can say that you would go, he remembers, would be, I mean, that's just a real vague thing, but you you would know. Cadillac V, drinking a Kentucky bourbon stout, then work. Cheers. Hey, I approve. Now my electrical wires hanging in my way. Oh, multi-gunman. Jolson, this video needs more cowbell and shots. Tardisia says, you know it. I think what both of you need is to watch me eat some alligator. You know, I haven't done the shots as in non-alcoholic in a long time. I should have this shit. Well, so much for having it loaded ahead of time. There was two that happened though, so I feel good about that, Jolson. Qualifying for shots. I never really thought that taps would have issues with moisture. Most time gunpowder gets more volatile, but you know. Gunwild. Those temp plates go in your back window in Minnesota. They go on the lower left corner of the windshield in California. Yeah. Yeah, it's in the back window. California's completely different than the rest of the country. Then Scourge, do F9. Oof. Didn't Scourge, that is a hit. I had... Oh, God. Tequila. At least there's no red mist in this. Sorry, I'm taking the vagina pour. After all, it is a school night. This would be a good time for some more kangaroo. Harmarsh. Hello everyone. I just woke up. Harmarsh. Love you, my brother. Harmarsh again. Love the brew, babe? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Harmarsh. Sean Patrick Flannery and Norman Redus are writing Boondock Saints 3. Hopefully we see it in theaters soon. That would be cool. Cobra. Awesome. The poncho fit J-Dog. Laugh out loud. It does seem to need a bigger neck hole in general, though. But I guess that size neck hole is better to keep rain out. Yeah, kind of like a butt plug. And I can say right on, yes it does. I like it. I'm going with I like it, actually. I still have... Oh no, J-Dog put it back. Oh yeah, thanks J-Dog. He put the genie back in the bottle. Steven, try mixing calibers and guns next time. Hey, we can do that right now. Let's try a Rest in Peace 9mm round in this 45 ACP. Must be something wrong with the primer. Tardisius, diversity is what we want, as in Heineken, Michelob, and Corona Extra. Where's Coors? J-Dog says, I think we did Corona. I know I have, and it was the skunkiest shit, and I don't think it was, I think it actually had the virus. Zeus, I got my tax return today. Ma ha ha ha. Oh, and by the way, I have not looked through them yet, Zeus, but Zeus sent a shitload of reface. Some of them, 2 of them say Eric, and 2 or 3 say Matt. Yeah. Wow, look, that's weird. I just found a 9mm round on the ground. McLean, Eric, I'm confused about the GI tract with all this meat business. Please send me a stool sample, and for God's sakes, believe me, and believe me this time. McLean, holy cow, Eric, are you okay? You took J-Dog's fart like a real hero. For God's sake, I hope. Didn't want any more kids. because you're now sterile, and you're not growing tomorrow, and you're not glowing tomorrow. Call me. McLean, just curious. Was there a nuclear event in Duluth? Any gamma rays or such things? Shut the fuck up, McLean. Who could it be texting on my phone? Oh, look, it's J-Dog. Yeah. Oh shit, I practically tripped over it. Yeah. Gee, oh look, is this one not going to send now? Oh, look, it sent. J-Dog forgot his glass decanter set that he won on Christine's show. I reviewed the beer, but J-Dog, oh, I'm so pissed off right now. I'm going to have some Wild Boar. Oh, yeah. It's good to have Zick's meat in my mouth. Hey, hon, what do you want for dinner? I'm good. Wade, the internet has ruined me. When you said put some meat in you to J-Dog, I immediately pictured a tiny chihuahua dry humping stop. Dry humping a Brahma bull? I know. Scheduling a psych evaluation later today. I'm not going to drink any of that, am I? Brad Thomas. Hell yeah, brother. 69th. I made it all in, balls out. Nighthawk. Find a transmission shop in Superior. I love Rob, but most transmission shops won't do carryouts anymore. Most will tow it to either shop for you. Okay. We need to get this done though. J-Dog. Gonna do a raffle. Well, I'm gonna do a fundraiser. I want to raise as much money as possible. J-Dog's gonna throw in a firearm. We're gonna get his truck fixed. It's an expensive truck with an expensive transmission. Oh, it's J-Dog just going on and on about forgetting his shit here. Let's do this. Let's send J-Dog a picture of his forgotten shit. Will it send? Will it send? Sharky? Well, there goes Titanic down the drain again. Matt is the iceberg right there. More of them, too funny. No, good, the picture sent. Yeah, it looks like you're going to get your way, Sharky. Sharky, I can get fresh Canadian lobster over here in Holland, so fresh they're still alive, and I dispatched them myself. My bet is you can get living lobsters in Duluth. You'd better is that one of the cooks to be when I finally make it over there. Stuffed lobster from the barbecue. Oh my God, Christine won't touch it, but Sharky, J-Dog, your AR pistol looks good with that 40 rounder. Yeah, it did. But then again, Let me guess, this is J-Dog. Oh, it's 6 o'clock, my favorite. J-Dog. Let's give him a little bit of this. Here, I'll tell you what, you guys, Joey, fix your fucking hair. There, that works. Let's put some more meat in my mouth. Let's have a little Joey meat. Sharky, I used to go out asking for chores. And then, when I got any offer, mates 80 cents on the dollar for them to go and actually do it. Worked out nicely in my early teens. Sharky, laugh out loud. That looked like a properly stuffed poncho. Sharky, SH. Triple thumbs up for the outro, babe. You know what I mean. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Home stretch. Maybe have some of this beer. Gunwild says, J-Dog is brave to sit in the chair. My big ass wouldn't have done it. If I sat in the battle box, would need to send me another chair. I don't know. The battle box boys are pretty freaking big. I mean, we got 300 pounds of J-Dog sitting in it. He was talking about things were flexing. Yeah, the only thing flexing was his freaking brain. And Gunwild, keep in mind that the frame supports are to the left and right of you, so at least you don't have to worry about taking a shaft up your ass. Unlike Joey. And if J-Dog, you're about to say whiskey, oh, good, nice work, J-Dog. All you see is that, and he's like, Mr. Holster's favorite. Well done, well played. Let's put some of these nuts in my mouth. Mr. Def 2417, how tall are you? I think he's talking to J-Dog. Well, hang on. My guess is J-Dog is 6'4" at least. Because every single time he's here, I have a sign right here, you can see it, that says Ireland on it, and he flips it out of the way. So I'm going with 6'4". Lib's crazy for show. There's a Sasquatch behind you. Okay, do I know either of the two of you? Mr. Def 2417, your channel has no videos. As of right now, you're not an asshole, so I'm subscribing, because I always do. Libs be crazy for show. No content. And your channel was created yesterday. Okay, I'm subbing just to keep an eye on you, mister. Pre-Dawn, the rare The rare breed is back on Big Daddy Unlimited, but still out of stock. Jeremy, now I have 2 triggers. If you average the price of both of them, I end up with $526 a piece. That's pretty good. Yes, considering there's assholes selling them for $1,400 and getting 12. Douglas? Douglas! Holy Hagrid. That is a big man. That's what she said. Mr. Mark Mack, 85. Congrats to Texas and Mississippi for ending all the COVID C certificate O of V vaccine ID restrictions. Wake up all the other states and follow them. Amen to that. I bet you Minnesota. I wouldn't be surprised if Minnesota was in the last 3. Mark my words, as of this date, one of the last 3 states to be back in America. Jay from Elite Ammunition. God damned I bleached for that intro. That's it. Going to the club, and then I'm getting out of here. Got to make some dinner. Got to choke the chicken. Gunwild, cheers, and stuff. J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster. J-Dog. A big peanut. Harmarsh, cheers, clubbers. Zeus, cheers all. Dinscourge, voting poll after hours club. Hitting the button. Dinscourge stands as the last comment. Thanks for hanging out and helping add to the delinquency of an adult. And we will possibly see you tomorrow. I know it's usually show prep, but we got a lot of shit going on. But hopefully. Cheers, guys.